Good day, learners. This is Mathematical Literacy Grade 11. I am Miss Nina Vermeulen, and we will be doing volume and surface area today. Let's go. First, did you know the human body has an approximate volume of 100 liters? Or a grown elephant will have a volume of more or less than 5.7 kiloliters. And the volume of the Earth is about 1,021 cubic meters. Now that's big. The lesson objectives for today is by the end of this lesson, you should be able to differentiate between volume and capacity, differentiate between area and surface area, work with 3D shapes, and use the formula provided to calculate volume and surface area of 3D shapes. Remember guys, you don't need to know this off by heart. You will get all the formulas that you need. The plan for today is first we are going to look at the different 3D shapes, and then we're off to volume. With volume, we are going to focus on the rectangular prism and the cylinder. After that, we will go to surface area and then look at the two shapes again, but now it's surface area. The pre-knowledge, you should know how to convert from one unit to another, determine the radius when the diameter is given, substitute correctly into a given formula, and know the 3D shapes. You need to be able to differentiate between the 3D shapes. Now let's go to a pre-knowledge question. Calculate the perimeter of the following figure. Now, as you can see, this figure is irregular, meaning there is no formula that we can use to calculate the perimeter. So we need to go and look at what is given. We have got a semicircle over there, and we've got a square and a rectangle. Well, it can be a rectangle there as well, if you wanted to cut it like that. Then, looking at the perimeter, we will then go around the figure. So it's the 10 meters plus the 15 plus 6 plus 7, and then here we will encounter a problem because that length is not given. And then, if you don't mind my scratching, again the perimeter or the circumference of the circle. So let's start with the circle. As you can see, the diameter of the circle is going to be this side 15 minus that length there, which is 7, and that gives you 8. So now the radius is going to be half of the diameter, so that is then 4. If we calculate the circumference there, it's going to be 2 by radius, but that is a full circle and we only want half a circle, so we're going to half it. Then we might as well just use pi radius, and that is then 3,142 times my radius, which is 4, and that gives me a circumference of 12,57 meters. So now if we look at the whole thing, it's going to be my perimeter P is 10 plus 15 plus 6, we are here, plus 7, up going there. Now we need that one. We know that this part is then going to be 4 because it needs to be the same as the 10 at the top. So it's going to be the 7 plus 4 plus 12,57, and that will give you a total perimeter of 54,57 meters. Please remember that it is vital to show all units in your final answer. Another one, Mr. Nakedi saw this frame and bought it so that he can frame a photo of his wife. How sweet. Calculate the area available for the photo. So what's happening on this diagram? The green part that you see is the outer part. So that here is what the frame. And then the beige part is where he will place a picture of his lovely wife. Okay, so we want the beige part. It is a rectangle, and we know that side is 24.5. So we need the width. Now, the width here is given. Let me just make a space there. The whole width of the frame is 21. And then the frame is 2.1 centimeters thick. So if I have the whole frame of 21 centimeters, here is a part of the frame, so it's 2.1 there. And then on the other side as well, 2.1 there, plus the 21 is then with them included. So therefore, I'm going to say 21 minus 2,1 minus 2,1, and that gives me a width of 16,8 centimeters. So the place or space for his lovely wife is going to be 24,5, which is the length, times the width, 16,8, and that is then 411,6 centimeters squared, because now we work with area. The new words that you will encounter is capacity, the measured amount that a container can hold; volume, the amount of space that a substance or object occupies; surface area, the total area of the outside surface of a 3D shape. And that is it for now. Let's go for an ad break. See you soon.